Hi guys, and welcome back yet again, as you know, to Alternative Inverts. If it is your first time checking out the channel, thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to be alerted when we release new footage. It is just a quick one today. So whilst we was on one of the live streams last week, I spotted that one of my spiders had flipped, and that was my female Birupes simoroxigorum. So I decided, whilst we're on the stream, I changed camera over, set my camera up on a tripod to try and capture the whole thing. Luckily I did capture the whole thing, and I have set it up into a time-lapse video so you can see a time-lapse of the female Birupes molting. It's not as great footage as some of the other time-lapse molts that I've got, where I've managed to get really super close up, full body of the spider, because it was actually molting and flipped in the just after the entrance to its burrow. But it looks pretty cool because it's in the entrance of its burrow. It's got its normal surrounding, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Remember, smash that like button for me and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Peace. So there you go, guys, that is it. It wasn't the greatest tarantula molt video. Some of the other ones that we've got of like our geniculata and stuff are better. We do manage to get the full spider, we managed to get it coming out, the full process up close. However, it is one of my more rare species, so I did want to capture it anyway on footage. And if I've captured it and I've got it for myself, why not share it with you guys? So as you can see, that molting process, if there is anybody new, new to keeping spiders and doesn't really know, or they've just purchased one or two spiders, your tarantula may flip upside down on its back. This doesn't mean it's dead. This is the normal thing for a tarantula to do during the molting process. It's very rare that they actually molt upright. The process can take anywhere up to like 28 to 24 hours. From I think that molt for her, once she flipped, it took around an hour and a half for the full process for her to get out of her old exoskeleton. But yeah, it can take a little bit longer. You might notice if they are a bigger spider, like our adult female geniculata, that did take quite a long time for her to molt. So always give them up to around 24 to 48 hours if you do see that they've been flipped. During this period, the tarantula can be quite delicate, so I wouldn't mess with the enclosure. I wouldn't, try and flip the spider over. I wouldn't try and touch the spider because it can be fatal to the spider. So just leave them alone if you notice that they're on the back later in the day or the day after. Don't go in the enclosure. Just look through the lid or through the front of the glass if you have got these sort of enclosures. Afterwards, you will notice. So I'll show you in a second. Female, once she's molted, obviously because they are quite delicate, if you're feeding anything like crickets or whatever and the crickets bite them, that can also be fatal to the tarantula as well. So what they normally do is web up the front of their hide or burrow, and they'll just leave it webbed up, and that's just a little bit of safety for them. Don't feed them straight away. I normally give it around a week before I feed my my tarantula after a molt, just because you will notice, if you watch some of our other footage, you may be able to just catch it on this one. Once they have molted, their fangs will actually be white, and that's because it's when they molt, they also molt their old fangs and they have new fangs grow through, so they are delicate. So don't try feeding them, because they won't be able to physically attack or kill the prey. This is what it sort of looks like when they have molted. So she has been molted now. This video footage is around a week old, so she's probably due for a feed now anyway. But as you can see, she's just webbed up the entrance to that hide where she molted. There you go. You can't really see it through a webbing, but if I try and zoom in a little bit closer, you might be able to. There you go. You can just see that she's in there, safe and sound. And obviously, it's sort of the same process as what you get in your reptiles or your like your snakes. How they shed their skin. It's the same sort of thing with the tarantulas, except for it's their whole exoskeleton. They come out of their carapace, so their head, upside down, and they come out of there, so they grow a new head and just flip their carapace off and pop out of it, and the legs are like the last thing to come out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it that thumbs up, make sure you hit subscribe, and you can also join the channel if you do want to become a member and support us further via the join button. We've got some other footage coming out hopefully later this week, which is also awesome. It's another new enclosure that we've got, and we'll be rehousing some of our amphibians. And we'll also be setting up a moss box for our baby Dendrobates leucomelas, the poison dart frogs. They have now grown all 4 of their legs, but they still have a little bit of a tail. So I'm just going to set up a little tub ready for them in preparation. So make sure you check out that video, it's going to be quite interesting. And we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace out.